Get off my mat." His voice cracked like a whip through the gym. Standing in front of her, 220 pounds of arrogance and muscle. "Women like you belong in yoga class, not with real fighters." The room exploded with laughter. Phones came out. He flexed. They cheered. But what no one knew was that they had just mocked the wrong woman. And this gym would never be the same again. Lena was 39, soft-spoken, private. She lived in a modest flat near the city's edge. No photos on the walls, just a single pull-up bar in the doorway, and a worn wooden box under her bed. Inside it, military medals, commendations, and a pair of dog tags. 8 years earlier, she'd left the British Special Air Service, one of the most elite military units in the world. She had served, survived, and walked away. No ceremony, no announcements, just a choice. To leave the battlefield behind and heal others instead. Now she worked full-time at a local rehabilitation clinic, helping injured athletes rebuild strength. Her colleagues admired her calm, efficient way of guiding recovery. They had no idea the knowledge came not just from books, but from a decade of elite military hand-to-hand combat. 2 years ago, Lena's father passed, also former SAS. She started visiting a small gym to keep her head straight, a way to feel close to him, to hear his voice again when she trained alone. His dog tags never left her gym bag. It was a young patient, a university wrestler, who gave her the idea. "You ever tried MMA?" he asked. "With your muscle control, you'd be terrifying." She laughed, but the idea stuck. She started training quietly at home, watching tutorials, perfecting her stance, finding rhythm in repetition. And when she felt ready, she signed up at a real gym, Iron Forge Combat Center. Lena kept to herself. Black leggings, loose sleeves, ponytail, no makeup, no ego. She wasn't there to impress anyone. She was there to reclaim something. But her silence made her a target, especially for Jason Reed, regional MMA champ, social media loudmouth, and nephew of the gym owner. He didn't like Lena, not because she challenged him, but because she didn't acknowledge him. She didn't laugh at his jokes. She didn't fawn. She just trained, focused, quiet. That was enough. It started with petty comments. "Hey, Grandma, lost your knitting class?" Then light jabs during sparring, just hard enough to bruise. Then gear went missing. Mats got reserved. And once during drills, he grabbed her water bottle and flung it across the gym. Just because he could. His friends followed his lead. Too rough during drills, or way too soft, like she was glass. Even some of the women avoided her, not because she'd done anything wrong, but because she wasn't part of the hierarchy. "Just quit," one of them whispered. "He does this to every woman who doesn't flirt back." The owner, Jason's uncle, waved off complaints. "That's gym culture. If you don't like it, go do Zumba." She kept coming. Every day, every bruise, every insult fuel. And every night, she trained. Alone. She studied, practiced, reviewed footage. What they gave her in mockery, she turned into motivation. Then, one day, the announcement went up. Iron Forge Annual Challenge. Open to all members. Lena didn't sign up, but her name appeared anyway. Jason stood by the board, smiling. "Guess you're in, Grandma. Better pack your dentures." It was a trap. Everyone knew it. Jason had rigged the challenge for one purpose: to humiliate her publicly. Challenge day. The gym was packed. Spectators, family, local reporters. Jason arrived in custom gear. Sponsorship logos. Polished smile. Lena wore the same plain clothes as always. No entourage, no noise. She aced the technical rounds. Her movements crisp, efficient. The judges began to whisper. Then came the final test. Combat simulation. Jason volunteered to be her attacker. "Let's make this fun," he said. The gym went quiet. She took off her jacket. And for the first time, the crowd saw the worn, faded shirt beneath. British Special Forces. Someone in the crowd gasped. A judge sat up. "Is that SAS?" Jason's grin faltered. "Just slightly." They squared off. He lunged, and in under 3 seconds, Lena dropped him. One strike. One sweep. No drama. Just clean, perfect technique. He hit the mat. Didn't move. The judge stood and applauded. Then others joined. Jason sat up, stunned. The crowd knew. The internet would know soon. And Lena just stood there, calm, controlled. No malice, no celebration, just precision. The clip went viral. Jason went quiet. Lena became the quiet leader of a new culture. Women joined her self-defense classes. Even her former critics became students. Jason eventually asked for her help. And to everyone's surprise, she trained him. Not for approval, not for dominance, but because strength is about discipline, not power. 6 months later, Ironforge hosted a new self-defense program. Lena led it. Jason assisted. No flexing, no mocking, just focus. Strength isn't always loud. It doesn't always look like muscle and ego. Sometimes it's quiet, patient, precise. And when it strikes, it changes everything. This is Chronicle Hub, where real stories are stronger than fiction. Would you have forgiven them or walked away? Tell us in the comments. Where are you watching from? We love hearing your stories. Don't forget to subscribe for more quiet victories and powerful lives.